Hi, everyone. I put the microphone down, Rob. Thank you. Yes, it is Wednesday, Sonia, with a J. Um, I'm just trying to make sure I get the wheel up there. And I think I know how to share it on the screen. We'll save that for a little later. But I saw it. Hmm, maybe it's over here. No, it's not. Well, maybe. No, it's not it. Hmm. I just saw it. That's what bugging me. Nope, that's not it either. Come on. Why is it not showing up? Is it in Google Chrome? No, it's not there. Okay, so okay. Mark is here. Welcome aboard. And Kyle is here too, and Linda. Thank you, thank you. There has got to be nope. Was loading all of my work stuff. Jim, good to see you. Technology. Who needs it? I do. An incognito window. What is that? Okay, video monetization, my Amazon order, YouTube, StreamYard. Why is there not the wheel of, the name wheel? It's gone. It was there a little while ago because I saw it. It was in the, you open up a new window and boom, you got a list of things. Where'd it go? Right. What if I go, ah, not what I want? Who knew? Nancy Drew, welcome aboard. Yeah, I'm trying to get the wheel going. We have you on the big screen in the middle of Dunlake. Well, are you actually on the water or are you in the casino? Plank, yeah, I may have to. I may have to walk the plank. Wheel of someone fallen off the digital wagon. Yes, it has. Damn thing. Okay, so, sew buttons on your underwear. If I was to just bring up a new window and type in, oh wow, this might work. If I can make Nope. We have to find the top of your desk. I hear you, Jim. I totally hear you. I've been contemplating, pretty soon I'll be back on the road. Um, Trying to make a table. I bought the wood for it. I've got okay, now all of a sudden it blanked out. I got the wood for it, and I just need to do like 9,000 measurements and 11,500 careful cuts and some polyurethane. Now it's got to be fit, test, cut, fit, test. It's got to have room for both the laptop monitor. Okay, the laptop with its own monitor, then the monitor that I'm looking at you right now on, and then a space for the mouse and mouse pads. A space. Well, I think I got it figured out. I've got a ventilated, raised by about 4 inches metal table that probably will rest on the other table. And then I have to have room for the Amazon booster, uh, a few wires and gizmos things hanging outside. And I got to make it comfortable. And I would like to have it to where, see now, for some reason, secondary monitor keeps shutting off. But I would like to have it to where I could, if I can pull this back over to the computer. Okay. I do have the spin wheel over there on the second screen. Now, what if I do this? How do I, where do I begin to tell the story of a love? Da, da, da. Okay, I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Let me drag this window back to the second monitor. So I did that. Reached your quota. And it looks like you are the very first event at M25. So we have to have our thinking caps on because it looks like Kevin has talked you into doing a campground themed trivia. Yeah, I'll technically be challenged by that. On the other hand, I was thinking, well, if I was doing trivia, how would I do it? If I was trying to do campground themed trivia, is it only themed for Lake of Dreams or is it themed for campgrounds in general? What's the new nickname for the dump station? Multiple choice? Oh, Lord. Hello. Oh, my. I'm going to save myself a little bit of time with the spinning of the wheel. I think I got an idea of how we're going to do it when it comes time to spin the wheel. I maybe won't be able to share it per se with me on one side and the wheel on the other, but I can at least, when it's time, step aside, bring the wheel in here, and spin it, and then put it back on the main screen. That has a possibility of working. So I'm going to do a couple things while you guys talk to each other. First one is out there's a good word. It'll be fun. And then this one just popped up at me, and I know darn well that Google did not cause me to buy this ticket. But there's a person. He has. I haven't seen him in probably 12 years. But his name came up yesterday, and I said I remember him always saying this one particular phrase, and there is a word from that phrase. Wow. Oh yeah, and that next one will be fun. They're all fun words there. So I got that. Now I'm going to write down who's in here and compare them to who's on the screen. We have Timmy, we have Carl, we have Ray, we have Linda, we have Nancy Drew, we have Keely. Come here, Keely. What do you want? Are you going to say hi? Come in and say hi. Say hi to YouTube. I suppose you want me to let you outside? Oh, you and the troublemaker. Say hi, troublemaker. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, there he is. Troublemaker. This is the one that eats up everything. The schnauzer. Whoops, there goes the camera. What next? Oh, Kyle and Maria. Sonia. Jim. You know, wonder if I can get rid of that advertise. There's an ad. Yes, I can. No, maybe I can't. Yes, I can. There was an ad in the corner of the big wheel that's spinning, and it was like a distraction. Well, thank you, Diane. You know, and Mark is going to like this one. Someone once told me that I had the morals of an alley cat. The only thing I could think to say was, thank you, even the mayor. Oh, I'm missing something. Must be Timmy has the mayor watching. And of course, everybody out on Gun Lake is watching. Hello, fellow boaters. Ahoy. A 12 foot by 12-foot inflatable screen in the courtyard of the apartment complex. You're going to be arrested, Sonia. Get out of there. Oh my goodness, that is funny. Oh, Lord. All right, making sure that I got everybody on here. Do I have Rob? Yes. No. I know he's on the wheel, but I want to make sure I'm double. Sivna died. Uh-oh. Some more clips. You're right, Jim. Whatever you say, governor. Yeah, okay, Rob started this. John is here. Where his sibling? You're talking with a mouthful of potatoes again. The governor, Jim Foster. Okay. Okay, I'm back up to Pillow Womp, so I think I'm caught up. Well, let me scroll back down. Yes, big giant bulb. There's another ad that popped up. Captain Morgan sliced. Okay, whatever. It's gone now. I didn't even click out of it. It popped up, then it went away. Hair and a biscuit. Let's see. I had biscuits this morning. Oh, hair and a biscuit. Got it. And there's an ad. And it'll keep playing until I put skip ad there. I been investigating some equipment this afternoon. I might bite the bullet. I'll have to have Sonia teach me how to use it. Oh, I know Maria will definitely like it. Uh, what else has happened this week? The brakes pads are purchased for my sister's car, and I'll be probably putting them on tomorrow afternoon. This morning, I am working, right? Everything's going fine. I'm da 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 da. I'm filling in spreadsheets and I'm calling people. I'm texting people, workers, because we're doing more than Circle K now. We are attacking Pepsi and Frito Lay. So I'm doing three companies: Circle K, Pepsi, and Frito Lay. Well, Frito Lay and Pepsi are the same basically, but we're doing beverages, Gatorade, Pepsi, Mountain Dew. Okay, that's one facet of working for the Pepsi side of it. And then we do Frito Lay, which is potato chips, candy bars, all the stuff you see in a Walmart when you're getting ready to leave. That belongs to the Frito Lay umbrella, which belongs to the Pepsi umbrella, which belongs to another umbrella, which I can't remember the name of. My gosh, this one's bigger than the other. Anyway, so it's been a learning curve, right? But I'm doing pretty good. I'm dotting the T's and crossing the I's. I've got it all ass backwards. I'm doing great. And all of a sudden, it was all gone. Everything was gone. I was able to get into what we call Slack channel and say, all my stuff is gone. My spreadsheets are gone. Da da da. Nobody knew what to do or how, but it was all related to Google. Our spreadsheets are all Google powered. Uh, I couldn't even get into email. So I tried from square one to get signed in. Wrong password, invalid password. We'll send you a new password. Okay, fine. They send me the new, super duper elite code that you need to get access back. Then you got to make up your own password. I make up my own password. I make sure that I type it in again correctly. Invalid password. I mean, I was sweating. It was already getting muggy anyways. That was just pissed me off. For like almost 3 hours, maybe four. I was stuck to at least I could stay at work. They shifted me with another person. I took over taking inbound calls while they went to work on the Pepsi side. And Google told me it'll be 48 hours. I'm thinking, I'll lose my job in 48 hours. Come on. But all of a sudden, one of the supervisors said, try this special code. I mean, it was special. I couldn't even copy it. Couldn't copy and paste it. I had to manually write it all out, then manually type it in. What's this manual typing thing? Anyway, I swear some of it was in cursive, or maybe that was me just cursing. But finally, it all worked, and I'm back. Hello, everybody, I'm back. Of course, by that time, it was half an hour from quitting time, so they kept me on inbound calls. But see, we've trained everybody so well, nobody calls. So it's like being the lonely Maytag repairman. Papa Smurf is here. El Referee. Oh, it was silly, you know. But I just was frustrated as ever. But finally, we got it. So tomorrow, which is my last day to work this week, should be a better day. And the Slack isn't perfect, but I'm dealing with it. They fixed sales message. Oh, that's working. Kelly, what are you barking at? Is mommy home? Sounds like mommy's home. So, has anybody else had any technical difficulties this week? I sure had my share of them. They slow you down. You know, it might be just in an application. You know, you go, okay, I called this person. Now I need to send them a backup text message. And you just take their number, you copy, paste it, and you go and start to type, and you go, this is not the right person. It's the person I did before. Go back, put their name in, da da da, it shows, and you click on it, and it should bring the new person's name. No, it reverts back to the one you worked on before. So guess what? You have to refresh. And so when you refresh, it sits there and takes like a good 30 to 45 seconds to load all the things. Horseshit. That's 35 seconds out of my life on the outside TV, outside of the church. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad they're playing loud music. They don't want to listen to me. Oh my goodness. Um, what else is happening besides the dogs are barking? Yeah, horse shit. You're right, Linda. That's what it was. Oh, James is here. Let's see. Who are we missing? We're missing William, Renee, Phil. Renew your amateur radio license to the FCC website. Where's Elon when you need him? You know, I'm not really sure where Elon is. You know, before he left the White House, there was nothing but 2 or 3 shorts a day. But, you know, I got to figure it out. Some of these were not Elon. They were clever AI, photoshopped, if you will, trying to put words in his mouth. You know, sure, it sounded like Elon's talking, but AI can do some clever things if you know how to use it. Timmy's learning how. Have you noticed? Timmy's getting good at it. Kid Rock is playing Timmy. Hey, is this music bingo? Ozzy tribute. There you go. Maybe that's what they're doing at the church, playing some Kiss music. Hey, it's possible. I'd do it. Focus. Scroll up and read your joke, okay? I wasn't focused. You knew that, though. There's two places that she said it. That must be a good joke. Decuff. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure my C will still fit. I can't believe it. Yeah, she says pay attention. I keep going like this. Nah, it doesn't seem to affect anybody. The other one, another a different joke. Okay, going back up. Oh, the joke about Jim's amateur radio license. Okay, what do you call a woman who sets fire to all her bills? Bernadette. I like that, Mark. That's pretty good. Bernadette. I was should have come up with that one. All right, so it's got to be beyond the D cup. Victoria's Secret. Help me out with my drooping problem. Yeah, got to get some hidden wires. You're walking down the street today, and a violin and an old trumpet jumped out from a bush and attacked me. You feel like it was orchestrated. I love it, Sonia. That's a good one. Yeah, I remember it. Violin, oboe, and a trumpet. Yeah, it was orchestrated. That is great. Thank you. Thank you. I like that. So maybe all the people at the church are going to have to swallow a mouse. There we go. Just bite the head off your mouse. Yeah, there we go. Pepper, where's it? Yep, sucker. I totally agree with that one, Carl. Why do you spend so much money? Edible underwear, indeed. Or a teddy that lasts, what, maybe 1 minute? Oh, Lord. Timmy's cooking pork ribs. Good one, Carl. It's true. It's very true. Okay, so I was looking at the spinning wheel. Here we go. We're still missing milk, butter, and cheese. How dare he? See, I love these play on words. The thumbnail, the cross, that's down in Sierra Vista, Arizona. That is Our Lady of is it Our Lady of the Sierras? It's some Our Lady of. It's there's actually a chapel there, a Catholic chapel. They have services. They hold mass. I'm not Catholic, so I don't quite understand all the ins and outs of Catholicism, but it's very, very spiritual, if you will, religious, if you will. I mean, they have the 12 steps going up the mountain, and at each of the 12 steps of the cross is a placard in bronze which tells you what stage that Jesus was at on his way to be crucified. And yeah, it humbles you. it wears you out too if you're not in good shape because it goes up the mountain. Right, Fatima's not here yet. Tommy, Papa Drew. Papa Drew was here a few days ago. We'll see. See if these people come in. But everybody else, I see Linda, I see Ray, I see Jim, I see Jeffrey, I see Sonia, Nancy, Timmy, Kyle. Okay, I got to put Maria on here. Let's do that. Hey, Maria's on there. Utterly ridiculous. Cute. Hey, we're all just little kids playing in the sandbox. I'm over here in the corner. That's what I felt like today. I mean, I'm looking up things on how to fix this Google problem. And, I felt like I was in the corner of the sandbox uh, playing with my pixels and arguing with the algorithms. So, who do I have on the list that's not on the wheel? Roy. We haven't seen Roy yet today. My spelling's atrocious today. Romper room. I see Linda. I see. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, the dishes are gone. Put away. 800 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Hold an hour. The anniversary. Knock me out so I don't stare at the ceiling. Yeah. My Bodhi snores. Good little Bodhi. Um, where is. Hmm, okay. Eating Rob on the wheel there. Well, he wasn't on there. I don't know why. Things getting neat. Okay. Yeah. So, James, did I hear you were down in Texas? Did I see that somewhere? Hey, Kylie's here. Oh, I'll probably be out. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. It should be Wednesday. I might do this broadcast from your place on Wednesday. I do have some things to do over the weekend. I've got to go to a wake on Sunday afternoon. Then I got some other errands I have to take care of that will keep me busy in the afternoons on Monday and Tuesday. But Wednesday, I should be footloose and fancy free, and I can come out and spend a couple days at least. I want to spend the entire weekend. Let's see what's on the list for Saturday. There is nothing. Oh, wait. No. Postcard Festival is the week after this coming. Wait. This is. All right. I'm putting your name on the list, but when is the Coast Guard Festival, and are we going like we did last year? James C. And put Kylie up here. For those of you who don't know, Kylie is an amazing comedian, but and you can figure that out because she's Kyle's daughter. I think I know where she gets it from. Oops. Capitalization, Jack. Capitalization. There we go. All right. I have the date that it happens. It says fireworks Saturday, August 2nd. So by God, that's not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. So maybe I come out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Coast Guard Festival. Yeah. And then we got to just see if your brother's willing to get the big boat out, and I'll throw in gas money. I love to do what we did last year. You know, maybe we should bring a pee bucket with us. we maybe Cody should get a boat with a below decks um, restroom. Yeah, I looked it up earlier today. Here's the things I've got to be going to. The Coast Guard Festival, that's actually number one on the list, Saturday, August 2. And then the Burning Foot thing is in Muskegon. That's on August 23rd. And then the Hippie Magic is in Angola, Indiana on September 5th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then M25 is September 19th to the 21st. I should be there on the 18th, and I believe I'll be leaving on the 22nd. But then straight from there to Kentucky for September 27th through 29th. After that, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that we are going to Tennessee. What was that song? Please come to Boston for the springtime. And then the girls part was that she was in love with the man from Tennessee. Yeah. I don't know. What was that song? Love Story? Or I can't remember. Didn't he send me a text message? Take it. Yeah. And that, Cody comes and takes Kyle's boat, so your dad's boat. And if it gets to be a problem, I do know how to operate a boat. I know I know some people get a little high-eyed by the end of the day. It'll be fine. It'll all work out. And see what you're cooking. All right. Let's see what Timmy is cooking. I didn't hear my phone go off, but I know why. Because I turned the volume down so it wouldn't go off and disturb everybody. Please show this to Linda. Please show this to Linda. And it's downloading. Must be must be a big meal because it's still downloading. I gotta let it do its thing because if I tap it, then it cancels. So I gotta just let it sit here and download. Thank you, Kylie. Yeah, fact, I was reminiscing about one of the larger ones that I took out. It was a 40-footer, Chris Craft cabin cruiser, 1936. No, it wasn't in 1936, Kylie. Shut up. It would have been 73. Saginaw Bay. Yeah, my friend had a 40-foot, and I had been dating his daughter. Well, then yeah, well, you know how it goes. She got a different boyfriend, but I came up to their farm on a weekend with my girlfriend, my new girlfriend, and we uh, partied with everybody there at their farm. But when it was getting close to evening and there was nowhere to bed down, we just had a car. And we could have slept in the car, no big deal. But my ex-girlfriend's dad said, no, 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 you're not going to sleep in the car. You're not, no. And he says, well, there's no room in the house. There's no room in the barn. The motorhome's full. He said, boy, I got an idea. And he handed me a set of keys with a bobber on it. I said, huh? He said, well, you know where the marina is. Yeah. He said, well, you know where the slip is. Yeah. So have fun. So yeah, I took his cabin cruiser out on Saginaw Bay, and we anchored just as the sun was going down, and we woke up with a perfectly calm, you know, at daylight with fish jumping all around. You talk about romantic. It was cool. It was cool. There's Lynn, the farm Okie. Got to get her up on the board here. Welcome aboard. Got her on the board. He's running the sonar. Oh, because he's fishing. That makes sense. And I think that your boat is slightly more economical to run than his is. Captain Schwab. There is Mindy. Welcome aboard. I got you on the wheel, Mindy. So yeah, they've accused me of having a girl in every port. Well, I'm here to tell you that I know a girl who has a guy in her port. I don't think I'll ever track her down. Thanks for the memories. Oh goodness. I know it's what is it? There's a song about it. I can't think of what it is. I know it's about doing the bucket list. It's a country western song. Something about skydiving, mountain climbing, that kind of thing. There's a bunch more to say hi to, Mindy. You type all afternoon. We do have you on the big wheel, and in about 16 minutes we will spin the wheel, and I'll probably live like you're dying. Thank you, Linda. That is the song, and the whole thing of it is that we all are. Some of us are just taking a little longer to get there. Hopefully. Um, yeah, I love that song. I can't remember who does it. Well, not Garth Brooks, but it's a popular country western male singer. I just can't remember who. laying down with your reading glasses. Oh, yeah. Jim McGraw, thank you, Mindy. Um, I learned something very interesting. I've had a little bit of troubles with aphasia, you know, reflux. I've had some issues with that over the last few years. Yeah, I didn't know what was really causing it, but from what I read the other night, and I've reversed my way of doing things suddenly, but I've been in the habit for a long time, many years, of having a rather large meal at the end of the day, and then lay down for a nap or go to bed for all night. And then I would have the next following day, I would have, heartburn. Oh my goodness, just terrible indigestion. And I'd use Pepto-Bismol or Tums, which seemed to help. You know what? You're not supposed to lay down on your back after you've had a big meal and go to sleep. The acids in your tummy, that are supposed to be digesting your food and all that, well, it has a tendency to gravity up into your esophagus. And the acid eats your esophagus walls of your upper esophagus. And that's what causes aphasia and reflux. So guess what? I'm not doing that anymore. Try to eat a little less, but then stay up for a while. I mean, that's hard because my habit has been, okay, stuff my face and pass out, food coma. I got to stop that. Who knew? And then there's another idea. I have had a tendency over the last couple of years to recline when I'm eating. You know, just kind of lay on my side and eat and go sleep. put the put the plate up on the nightstand and out. Not good. Not good. So got to change my habits, and that's going to take a minute. Where's my ice cream? Wonder what they. Oh, I wonder if I got an Amazon delivery. We could go check. Right. Um, Tommy didn't come home. I thought that's what all the commotion was a little while ago. Okay, so in a few minutes, we'll be about 11 minutes from now. We'll spin the wheel to see who wins the chance to win more on the scratch off, and we'll do our sentence thing just like normal. Kylie will have fun. She's not done it before. I show the nation and the picture. The picture says it's still downloading. I don't know what to tell you. You keep getting better at technology. There'll be a way you can show it right here. Sentencing.
As an AI, I don't show up physically. However,
I didn't ask for that.
demonstrate my improving capabilities in various ways. Real-time interaction, problem solving.
This is happening more and more. I set the phone down, and all of a sudden it's talking to me or it's playing something. What the hell? I didn't touch anything. I just set the phone down carefully. Anyway, I should check to see if the Amazon order came. Be right back. Well, now there's something else. Anyways, on the second drawing, it's going to be for that light bulb one that we tried here a while back. Hopefully that we'll see. Nice thumbnail. Oh, that's of the cross, Our Lady of the Sierras. I think that's what it's called. That's in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It would be uh, southeast Arizona, southeast of Tucson. Those are some majorly big ribs there, and they look pretty good there, Tim. Okay, let me check the door. What? Yeah, their mommy's home, my sister. But she's just not coming in the house yet. A hiatal hernia, if it's persistent. Uh, I don't know, Nancy. It is rather persistent, but like right now, I don't feel it. They were barking earlier. Were you out there for a while? Hello? Yeah, I'm talking to you and YouTube. I said they got a little nuts a little while ago. Were you out there for a while? Okay, that'd be about right. Well, that's from your banana split. Yeah, they. I had to carefully carry it like this, and I ended up with it on my hands before I got it to the car to even open the door. Then I'm going, where am I going to put it? I figure the dogs will clean it up. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the sun. Yeah, I am online. Hey, I got out of that one. But it was her banana split that spilled all over the back seat. But I had nothing to carry it. The next time she sends me to the ice cream store for a banana split, she better go with me. Or we better bring a special tray to carry it on. They gave it in a boat, and the boat was overflowing. The strawberry was running out of it. The hot fudge was running off of it. The whipped cream was running off of it. I'm surprised the bananas just didn't float away. Rotan is here. Welcome aboard. I've shared it out to a few people. Um, and I just was talking about the schedule that's coming up, Georgianne, too. Um, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go now? Do, 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 do. Where do we go? Where do we go now? Bum, 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 bum. Well, I was going to surprise you, but I'll do it later. Okay. Welcome aboard, Georgianne. Yeah, we got some things coming up. If you want to come on up here, we've got the Coast Guard Festival. That's next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, Saturday. The Coast Guard Festival. I mean, the Coast Guard Festival goes on for several days, but the highlight is on Saturday night uh, with all the fireworks, and you're on the water watching the fire. Yeah, I did it last year with Kyle and Maria, Kylie. It was wonderful. It was great. Um, And I'm kind of looking forward to doing it again if they're gonna take the boat out. Sweet child of mine. That's right. Where do I go? Yeah, that's uh, Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue. I can't remember. Oh, but it was they played that at that concert that Tina and I went to up in Bay City. Yeah, Sonia is doing a bingo, so you can twist her arm and get a candy bar. I got to get your name on the screen, Jordan. Yeah, so that's August 2 is the Coast Guard Festival. The Burning Foot Festival is August 23. That's in Muskegon. Then the Hippie Fest in Angola, Indiana. Um, that is September 5. And then, of course, M25 is September 19th. And Kentucky 25 is September 27th. So there's several things you can think about going to, Georgianne. Coast Guard Festival. Clean your ears. It's possible that I mumble. Oh, what do you think, Georgianne? A little better? I don't know. And I didn't mean to exclude anyone from these events coming up. If you got the means and the wherefore, come on. And more the merrier. We're thinking about going gambling next week at Gun Lake, as a matter of fact. That's where Kyle and Maria are right now. I don't think they're at the casino. I think they're out on the water. I'm like, Mike is here. Welcome aboard. Let's get him on the board. Okay, thank you, Jordan. You're the first to comment. It actually seems a little cooler not having it so long and bushy. Aw, aw, kitty, kitty. You missed everybody, Mike. You're fine. You're fine. That's sad, Jordan. Ah, what a bummer. All right, it's very close. We'll give it one more minute and it'll be spin it. Come here. Come here, Olaf. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, Olaf. This, yeah, here he is. Meow. Say hi. All right. Ouch. That hurt. Are you happy now? He's just looking at me like, what was that all about? That's my, well, it's actually my nephew's cat, but heck, no, the only dog The only animal that's here, there's usually four. The only animal that's here is the schnauzer that really belongs here. It's my sister's dog. Bye, Olaf. Olaf is my nephew's cat. Keely is his brother, my other nephew. These are grand nephews, by the way. That's his dog, technically. And then Brady, the black lab, when he comes, oh, that's my nephew that I bought the van from. That's his dog. But he comes to visit because Keely's here. Whatever. What are the two words? They're not. We haven't spun the wheel yet. Artie Payne is here. I got to put her on real quick. Welcome aboard, Artie. You are on the board. And it's time to spin. So I'm going to try and bring this wheel over here, and you should be able to see it. You won't be seeing me, but here is the wheel. Now, there's a few people that are on here that aren't here. So, like William, Papa Drew, Brene, they're not here. Uh, Phil's not here. So, if it happens that it falls on one of them, I suppose I could take their names off, but then I'll end up typing them back in. So, we'll just spin the wheel and see what happens, okay? And see that hear how these ads come up? I don't get it. We're gonna spin the wheel. And it's going to be Mindy. That applause is pretty cool, isn't it? That just comes with the program. All right, let's see if I can drag this back over here. Mindy, Mindy, Mindy. And then there. She's still on the wheel for the next drawing, just in case. But now we're going to get started on the scratch off. And I think I left the quarter in the other room. I'll be right back. Olaf, you do the entertaining, okay? Are you in here? Blowing a horn. Oh, I bet. Probably Linda. So I couldn't find the quarter that I had earlier today, but I did find one in my sister's room. I don't know where she's at. I think she must be outside doing something. Yeah, I did. I had to beg my sister for a quarter. An Aldi keychain that holds a quarter, yeah. for getting the shopping cart loose? No, Timmy. The two words won't happen till we've gotten 5 letters scratched off on this. We have to start scratching the letters first. Then when we get to letter number 5, then I give you 2 words. Yeah, Olaf is pretty cute. Smart, I'll tell you that. And he gets his way. All right, here we go. We have the first letter is a Q, and I may have to turn on the light in here. Why is it so shady? Shady side of the house. Next letter is a Z. Well, we're getting the less popular letters out of the way. There is a Z in zenith and zucchini. Zucchini. We're looking for a Y for Mindy. There's a Y in Mindy. Oh, let's see. For Y, there is a Y in any. And that's it for Y's. I'll be darned. Only one Y. Okay, letter number 4. Not sure, Diane. Maybe. Hey, there's Lubeca. Welcome aboard. Um, and how about that? The letter we're working on just now is L. L for Lubeca. Royal, lettuce, and wolf. I think you're right, Linda. It's like we've barely scratched anything. We're already almost on letter number 5. Look at this crap. When is 2 words? It'll be coming up, Timmy. Don't worry. Maybe about 1 minute. We can come and walk. I know. Like Mama said, there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this. My mama said. Looking for a J. So far, I haven't found one in puzzle 1. And there's one in puzzle number 2. This could be a weird game, Mindy. Patience. All we need is a little patience. Another Guns N' Roses song. Right. We are on letter number 5. That means you get 2 words. The 2 words to start out tonight is excess. EXCESS. Yeah, all the vowels will come up. You're right, Linda. Okay, so the first word is excess, EXCESS. The second word, and I know you'll have fun with it, is zucchini. 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 You're not a doctor. Good one, Pop Smurf. There we go. We got them. So, you know the rules, Timmy. Those are your 2 words. You got to make a sentence using both of those words. And for the rest of you, do what you want. All right. Yeah, to get your name back up on the wheel, and you know what I'm going to do? I can cut and paste now. That's I can cut, period. Cut and delete. Okay. There. Nobody's on the wheel. The wheel is blank. You have excess of zucchini from the garden this year. All right. Mindy's back on the first one back on the wheel. Oh, and Diane's on. The excess zucchini went bad. Good one. Stared at the mountain of zucchini, muttering about the excess harvest, overrunning my galley. That's right. I like it, Mike. Really, Jim. Linda, the gardener's dilemma, what to do with the excess zucchini? You know, that could be a deal, that you go to the farmer's market. Sometimes it's like, they're really going to sell all the zucchini, and then they start bringing the price down to get rid of it. Hmm. All right, Linda's on. Evan's here. Welcome aboard. Oh, Timmy's got a sentence. Gardeners often find themselves with excess of zucchinis and are faced with the delicious challenge of finding new recipes. Good one, Timmy. This wheel thing is getting a lot easier to use. And George Ann says, I have access to the neighbor's zucchini when he's not home. And I wonder where it came from, right? Okay, so George Ann is on, and also Ray has got a sentence here. We'll read in a second. I had 100 plants of zucchini, and now I have a bit of an excess of them. Yeah. I planted one zucchini seed. Now I'm dealing with excess. It's basically a zucchini apocalypse. It's a deluge. Good one, Mark. Okay. Let's see if we get caught up here. All right. Oh, Artie's on. I have an excess of zucchini. Papa Smurf. Last night I cooked an excess. Didn't eat it all. Okay. All right. All right. Going on to letter number 6 for Mindy. Linda said the next are all going to be vowels. Sure enough, we're starting off with an I. I. Go eat a mouse. Oh, Ozzy, rest in peace. Raid, lipstick, via. Zucchini has 2 eyes. Ivy has 1. Zenith, index, wing, hip, likewise, and hip, and also another one for likewise, and that shares it with awake. Crazy thing. That's crazy train. All aboard. Definitely a crazy train sometimes around here. You know, just to speak about Ozzy for a second. always admired him for what he was doing in his later years, dealing with the vocal. I mean, he could sing. There ain't no doubt about it. Oh my! But then, just to talk to you, he would struggle. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Let's see, who else was like that? Jim Neighbors. Uh, yeah, there was a few others in in the world of music that you know they couldn't talk, but boy, could they sing! All right, letter number 7 is G. I'm gonna hop up, turn the light on. Getting hard to see here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go check on my sister. Where the heck did she go? Found her. Be cleaning up the spilled uh, ice cream. Yes, I got you on the board there, Papa Smurf. Okay, we're looking for the letter G. Wing as G. On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure sweet love. All right. Next letter is S. What have you got? Jet, what are you chewing on? What have you got? Hang on. See, I told you it's a crazy train. Mm. Well, I'll be damned. He's got a bone. Figured it was my sandal or something. He's ripped holes in my sandals. I'm gonna have to buy new ones. Bert said that since doing all the spin, they'll tell you if I'm cheating by clicking on the mouse. I didn't touch the mouse. Boy, I tell you what, your people are so suspicious. I didn't stop the wheel. Yes, I like Mindy, but I did not stop the wheel on her name, Timmy. So quit it. Suggest a sentence. Yes, he's on the wheel. Here who's on the wheel. Mindy, Diane, Sonia, Mike, Jim, Linda, Timmy, Georgianne, Ray, Mark, Artie, and Jeffrey. Thank you, Mindy. Yes, Sonia, you are on the wheel. All right. Where am I? Oh, S. Oh, here's a good one. S in the word streak. So there was one on Facebook the other day. Some of you probably saw it. It says, oh, I'll just pull it up a minute. I think I can. I think I sent it to Jordan. Um, yeah. Okay. So naked running. Apparently, This means running without GPS, music, and any other tech. I wish I'd known this an hour ago. I love that. I might just use that as a thumbnail. It'd be cute for like a Tuesday night, but we're not going to be doing a Tuesday night this week. We'll see. Definitely not Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be, yeah, it'll be an effort to get to Wednesday because I got so many things going on this coming weekend. Anyway, shared that except it was naked hiking. Okay. All right. Next is H. You know, that's true with romantic relationships too, Diane. I was accused. I mean, it's like everything but a white man. Swear. Yeah, it was her. Ah, zucchini has an H. Zenith. Okay. Okay, Christian's on. Welcome aboard, Christian. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Next letter is, make sure I got all the H's. I think I did. All right. Letter number 10. And then you get a third word here in a minute. C, the letter C. Uncover. Um, Star. Success. And lipstick. Zucchini has two C's. Lettuce. Once. Career. And that looks to be it for the letter C. So your next letter or next word is nobody. So you got excess, zucchini, and now nobody. And there's a story behind why I chose nobody. Well, you can use any. Why isn't my mouse there? It is. Diane says, grated the excess zucchini, divided into recipe-sized portions, and frozen. Had yummy zucchini bread all year round. That's a great sentence. Are you? Yeah, you're on the board already, on the wheel. All right. So any two words or all three make sense. Letter number 11 is an M for Mindy. There's an M in maid. There is an M. Oh, there's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. Okay, ramp has an M. Not too many M's. Letter number 12. U. Uncover. Cuss. Zucchini. Lettuce. Indigestion. What? No, ingenious. I thought it said indigestion. All right. So the story behind the word nobody is a guy I worked with for many moons, almost 30 years. He would all of a sudden say, "Who cares? Nobody." Out of the clear blue sky, he'd all of a sudden say that. That's right, Linda. That's a good one, Mike. I actually came out to check on you. Seemed like you were gone forever. I thought that's what you were doing. I thought I heard her. Okay. All right. Nobody knows the problems that can result with excess. Oh my goodness. Zucchini use. I think it's kind of warm out there. Okay. Oh, all right. No. All right. I don't know. I know it was Corey was home. Yeah. Um, right. Okay, I'm looking for W. There's a W in Wander. Yeah, there's a W in Winkler, right? Wolf. So Mindy won the chance at more money. I met her out in Arizona, and now she's not listening to me. Oh well. Likewise, any more W's? I don't think so. Okay, try them later. I started to work on the legs of that TV. They're the weirdest things I've ever seen. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea. There's a thing that slides up into the TV itself. Well, that's weird. I've got two more screws to take out of one leg, but it's going to take a smaller Phillips screwdriver. Okay. And I put screws in the envelope. Okay. We're working on the letter X. Axis. There's one in index and one in excess. After weeks of abundant harvest, the excess zucchini in my garden was so plentiful that nobody knew what to do with it all. It's a good sentence. 90% out, or 90 degrees out currently feels like 105. Heat advisory, infect filters even. Yeah, I forget what our advisory is, but it's pretty close to yours. Definitely warm up. Mike has a dirty mind too. All right, letter number 15 is a T. Net. Therefore, there's an M that we missed in Romeo. Oh, a T in streak and a T in vertebrae. Or is it vertebra? Okay. Um, lipstick, vest, and cat scratched me. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. It hurts. That's what I get for picking up a cat. The hail is held up by horns. Once was a chat, short and sweet, with jokes and with veggies to eat. Now it's time to part ways. May you have sunny days until next time we virtually meet. It's very clever, Mark. I like it. Okay, Nick, I think we got, do we have all the T's? Nope, there's a one in await, baton, baton, east and tip. I bet Timmy knows the proper way to say baton is baton, baton rouge. Okay, so your fourth word is streak, streak, streak. Wait for Linda to type it out. So now, those of you who are not on the wheel yet, you have four words to choose from. You can use any two words, any three, or all four in a sentence, and then get your name on the wheel. And we will be drawing for, not that one. That one's already scratched off. This one is light bulbs. You got to find the light bulbs. Quite illuminating. Right, here we go. We're getting closer now. The next letter is a B. We have break, dab, and vertebrae, or bra, however you want to say it. Therefore, whoops, sorry, the R looked like a B. Whoops, looking for B's. Nobody, baton, and that's it for the B's. Next letter is an O. There's an O in uncover, or two O's in Romeo, royal. Therefore, once, wolf, baton. And that's it for the O's, looks like. Okay, good. We got an R. R and uncover and Romeo and or and break and raid has one and therefore has two. Oh, wander and scar. Career has 2 R's. Ramp. Next letter is a E. And then there's one letter after that. Nobody should streak the campground after excess use of zucchini. I like that, Jim. Very concise. All right, we're looking for E's. Uncover. Vertebrae has 2. Therefore has 3. Excess has 2. Didn't we have the letter S? Yes, we did. We missed it in excess. We have spelled the word excess in puzzle number 1. Vest has E. Made. Wander. Net. There's an R that we missed in vertebrae. There's 2 R's we missed. The R in royal. Okay, still looking for E's. So once they start getting narrowed down, you start seeing letters that you miss. You always got to double check them. There's an E in Xena. Ingenious. Lettuce. Once. I think Jim's sentences are the most ingenious. All right, career has 2 E's. Likewise has E. I think that is it for E's. Who cares? Nobody. I saw him. Rob tried. Excuse me. Okay. Last letter. Last letter is a D, as in dog, a D. Okay, we have a D in raid. There's a D in dab. Made and wander. Index. All right. This one is not looking very good at all. You've got one word in puzzle number 1. Now we have one bonus that if it matched that word, which is excess, you'd win something. But the chances of that are further out, I think. I don't know. It could happen. We're double checking now. Are there any N's? Mute. How about V? Mute. There's an L that we missed in lipstick, but we do not have the P. We do have the S, though, that we missed. Okay. There's an R in streak. And then we missed the E. Oh, we just spelled another word. The E in Romeo. So we have Romeo and excess. Yes, anything is possible, Mindy. Any K's? No, there were no K's. P? Nope. Y? Yes, there is. Y and royal, but we don't have the A. Wander, we don't have the A or the N. Via. Did we have V? Oh, she's up in Canada. V will be doing the tie-dye t-shirts again this year at M25. There's an S in scar, but we don't have the A. There's no F. Okay, puzzle 2. G. Did we have G? Yes. There's G in ingenious, but we don't have the N's. There's an I that we missed in ingenious, but we don't have the N, like I said. There's a couple T's in lettuce, and we spelled lettuce. How about that? So we have one word in puzzle number 2, 2 words in puzzle number 1. Oh, there's an E in index, but we don't have the N. Okay, Timmy. Do we have no P's? There is an H. He was chewing on a bone a while ago, and I got all concerned because I couldn't see the bone.
No, but he's lost.
It's probably outside.
No, I haven't let him out since I can.
Okay.
Well, tell you both got. He's still.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, here's the other one. But he thinks Kiwi got one.
Keely doesn't steal. Okay, so we've double checked. We have lettuce, and that's it for puzzle number 2. So we'll go ahead and do the bonus down there. What this means is if you spell the word lettuce in the bonus, you'll get it. And the word is, huh? No, zenith. But we didn't spell zenith, so that doesn't work. Okay, so now bonus for puzzle number 1. We have 2 words, which is excess and Romeo. So if the bonus puzzle has either of those, and it doesn't, it has made. We didn't have the A. So Mindy, you're still a winner, but this one did not win anything more. But hey, it's gambling. It's a game of chance. The vibrating kitty that nobody knew about was under the couch with the X says, that's funny. That's cute. Okay, so we're in about, let's see, it's 4:43. At 4:50, we will draw and scratch the light bulb one wherever it went. So get your, if you say so, Timmy, um, you still have a chance to get your name on the wheel if you haven't made a sentence. Any 2 words, any 3 words, or all 4 make a sentence. Get your name on the winning wheel, and we'll see who wins. Vibrating kitties may be better than zucchinis. Oh my God. I don't know if they're declawed, maybe. Nancy's thinking about it. After this long streak, hot, rainy weather, there was an excessive zucchini use, but nobody was complaining. Make sure that Linda's on here. Yes, she is. Hearts and butterflies. Thank you, Divine. I mean, Mindy. One of these days, our paths will cross. Do some more camping. I haven't heard much about Ironwood yet. Not until February, obviously. Oh my goodness. Any 1 words. What? a bit of a long story having to do with a delinquent chink and lost glasses and a library kitty. I'm looking forward to hearing that story, Jim. We do have 5 minutes. Mike, nobody could explain when Captain Jack chose the street naked past the van, hurling excess zucchinis like it was a wartime rations. That's pretty imaginative. The whole thing of it is we got to go get ice cream. I'm thinking Rollo tonight. Are you camped by Roy? You're not, so I'm putting you on now, Nancy. Thanks for saying something. You made a sentence and you're not on the wheel. Here's who's on the wheel so far: Mindy, Diane, Sonia, Mike, Jim, Linda, Timmy, Georgianne, Ray, Mark, Artie, Jeffrey, Christian, and Nancy. So if you didn't hear your name, make a sentence. We'll get you on the board. Got 3 minutes. A magnetic moment. We're back in Colorado. Cool. Are you anywhere near, what's the name of that town? Creech, Colorado, where Amanda is, who just turned 37 a couple days ago. Um, and I think that's the bar where, she put a picture on Facebook. I think that's the bar where she works. Yeah, Creech or Creed. Can't remember. I think it's Creed. Crede. Is that right, Mindy? Sonia has a word for Timmy. Into the cover of darkness. Visiting with Troy Asel. Mm-hmm. Pueblo. Cool. Yeah, thank you. Creed. That's where Amanda is. Sentence, whatever that thing. Good one's on. There's Steve. The streaker nobody knew was streaking with his zucchini hanging out. Uh, I, th- I think we should just give it to Steve just for content. You're on the wheel, Steve. Oh my goodness. We're at a muggy 91 right now. Our heat index is over 100. I don't know exactly what it is. But the sun's getting ready to go down here pretty quick. So, and there is a breeze. Helps. It fools you. Anyways, great to have you on board, Steve. I am I'm south of Grand Rapids, Michigan right now. Basically what we call the west coast of Michigan. We're about 20 miles from Lake Michigan. Desert Steve, cactus goatee guy. You had to skip ahead. 102 with only 10%. That's kind of chilly for you guys this time of year. Did you have to wear a hoodie? Oh, it is 4:50 and it's time. It's time to spin the wheel. So let's see if I can pull it over here. And we will give it a spin, and here we go. Last one in. Steve was the last one in and last on the wheel, and boom, he won. So you could not see the wheel last time? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Were you able to see it this time? Ah, now I'm curious. Yeah, I do have it on Pacific time, but I use my Michigan-based computer to set this live stream up, so it should have been proper on everyone's computers as to. Okay, I tried to share the window. I thought I was. All right. Anyway, I didn't cheat. I have to learn how to share the screen next time. Why can't I share? Down here, share screen. Use this with two monitors. Hmm. Oh, here's the choices. It says the Chrome tab, the window, the entire screen. Okay, let's try window. No, entire screen. No. And then you don't have where it lets you share it. You have cancel. That's it. Ah, okay. Now that's how. So next week when we do this, or maybe this Saturday, if somebody guesses the channel that we're featuring, we'll try this. Wait, there's only one winner for guess the channel. So yeah, next week. Next week we'll try this. Interesting. Thank you, Sonia. All right, let's scratch off Steve's winner. He's getting hungry. Then I'll go in a food coma, lay down, and have aphasia because the acid runs. I'm going to try not to do that ever again. Okay, so on this one, the column there on the right, if you get a light bulb in there, then you win the prize. And then there's a multiplier up there by my finger. You can multiply that prize that you get. I guess I should emphasize if you get. And then there's three bonuses for 10. Uh, focus. Anyways, there's three bonuses 10, 10, 20, or 50. So we'll see what happens. Dysphagia. Thank you, Linda. Stop grabbing. What? Good shape for a man in your condition. I didn't grab my boobies. What the heck? What are you talking about? That was Timmy. All right. A lemon. I'm just gonna go real fast here. Emerald, apple, Aries, clover, an ace, a rainbow, a jack, a witch. A witch? No, watch. A coin, a wallet, and a pine cone. Or no, it's pineapple. There is a difference. Missing the new comments? What's the deal? Okay. Well, I'm glad you're in good health, Steve. I knew you were. So we don't need the electric multiplier because we didn't get a light bulb to multiply. Okay, electric bonus number one. We're looking for a $10 bill and we got a microphone. Now we're going to look for a $20 bill and we have a TV. Last chance for 50 bucks. Well, I don't know, Sonia. You just said that I was grabbing my boobies. I don't get it. There wasn't. All right. Last chance for 50. And it doesn't say 50, it says phone. That's a bummer. No winners tonight. It's sad. But at least you had a chance. And that's always good. So upcoming Wednesday, or no, Saturday. It's going to be tight, but we'll get her done. Be on Saturday night with same time, 6 p.m. Eastern for guest channel. And we're still looking to guess the channel that we were featuring last Saturday. So we'll have to come up with another thumbnail, some more hints. Nancy's probably got it figured out by now. All right, we've done our thing. Oh, Sonia has a pool party gig on Saturday. Don't get your speakers wet. That's right. Steve is still a winner. Yes, Signal in Colorado. You will. I have a feeling you will be there. And with that, I don't have. Did I get a Powerball ticket? No, no, I didn't. I haven't bought any of those for a long time. Probably 2 years now. I haven't bought any of those. It seems to me like a waste of money. Every now and then I'll buy a scratch off for myself, but other than that, oh, but I do. I still kind of like to go to the casino and play a few slot machines. I have to be careful because there's a few pirate ones that I really like to play. And at first I'll do good, and then I think, okay, I'll do better. Well, yeah, they got you psyched out. They know what's going on. The house wins. What did what did I what did I miss now? Pool party gig, yeah. Yeah, Slow Mo still has his channel. And I've missed something. I'm sorry, Sonia. All right. Oh, not me. Okay. All right. Have a blessed evening, like Mike is saying. Thank you for coming aboard. Fair winds and smiles. May God bless. Good night. End the stream. Where's my cursor? On the wrong screen.